Now, in the recent weeks, there has been a lot of discussion and drama in relation to what's going on with the Haslab war for Cybertron Unicron. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to discuss these topics, all the little things that have been going on, and I feel that I am going to approach that stuff and discuss it, but I really, honestly, in the end, want to do that when I get the product in hand. When I get Unicron in person and I actually get to mess with him, then I'm going to really give my final decision. I've been paying attention to what's going on, guys. Don't worry about that. With the coloring of the maw and all kinds of little things here and there and unpainted plastics. But what I want to talk about today is something that actually has me kind of happy and excited. And I wanted to make a segment about it so that it's out there, it could be discussed, and then it's something that could be even showed in third-party companies. This is almost kind of like, dare I say, selfishly, it's my plea to third-party companies about a little idea. So there was a post that has been making the rounds across all the message boards, all the different social media groups, and I'm not really sure where it first originated from. I saw it from a guy named Shay Johnston on one of the Cybertron message boards, but it might have been someone else that first posted. So if it's someone else, please, put in the comments below who it actually was. I'll give them proper credit for whoever messed with this first and came to this conclusion. So what's going on here is that one of my biggest problems that I had with Unicron was I didn't know what mode I wanted to have it displayed in. I had this big problem where, like, man, that alt mode is so fire. It looks so nice, that planet mode. And considering that the planet mode is just as iconic as the robot mode, that I almost didn't know which one I wanted to display it in. I mean, it got to a point like when I got Armada Unicron all those years ago, I was like, oh my god, what mode do I want to have it displayed in? And I ultimately settled on the robot mode, but then years later, getting all those different Armada Unicron molds, I've left my Armada Unicron mold now in planet mode. I have the nice Unicron.com stand, and he looks amazing that way. I have this now, and I'm heavily invested in it, and I only have one. And I have this conundrum where I'm like, do I put it in that iconic planet mode and it's going to look amazing, but then I'm sacrificing having the biggest transformer ever made in that huge robot mode? This solved my problem. So what am I talking about here? Well, it seems that Shay Johnston, or whoever actually did this photo shoot, discovered that if you take all the kibble pieces off of Unicron, you could actually make the planetoid mode separate from the robot mode. Kind of like how, the best example I could think of was years ago, you could do the same thing kind of with Big Convoy, where you could kind of remove a huge chunk of all the mammoth pieces off of him, and you could almost make a separate mammoth. And keep in mind, Big Convoy is considered one of the greatest Beast Wars toys ever made, so don't ever let anyone tell you that a shell former is not a good figure. So what's awesome about this with me here is the photos that I see is it's able to do the planet mode, and the only thing that's a negative really is, number one, you have to sacrifice the rings, because the rings are going to be on the robot mode to get that cool Unicron, cape wing thing going on that he has. And you won't be able to use it with the stand, because the clip piece for the stand that would normally work with the planet mode is something that's actually found on the robot mode itself, not on the planetoid pieces. The shells, if you will. So, but otherwise, it looks great. You could have a really nice looking robot mode now with actually some of the kibble removed, and you could have that huge planet mode on the side displayed also. So I say this to third-party companies or upgrade guys or 3D printing dudes, look into this. Look into this, because all you would really need to do is, if you could get your hands on a Unicron, get your hands on those planetoid rings. Find a way to recast those and figure out how they could attach to the planetoid mode without the I guess we could call it the robot mode body being on the inside. Find a new way to attach it to the planetoid mode, the planet mode, whatever you want to call it, and then find a way to make a new stand, maybe something similar to the Unicron.com stand, where it's just kind of something that the planet mode settles in, and you'll have some amazing thing that you could sell that's literally just some planet rings and a stand, and people will buy it up like crazy. I just spent all this money on Unicron, and now I feel like I'm going to be able to have 2 toys to display instead of just one. And it solved a major problem that I had. That was, in my opinion, the only major problem I was really thinking about, which was how I was going to display it. I wasn't too concerned, really, about the missing paint and stuff like that until I get it in person. That's something I really want to see. But this is something that's really exciting for me. And being able to have both of them on display, easily the most iconic character from the 86 movie and the largest Transformer in fiction, I'm so hyped about that. That's really exciting. And it's also really exciting because a lot of people that saw this reality and fact of the planet mode, a lot of other upgrade kit guys were talking about, man, maybe we could actually mold a Primus out of this. The fact that the planet surface stuff is so separate and not intricate to the robot mode, a Primus third-party kit or, a reshelling is a possibility. It really is, especially since even the rings are not really part of anything. It's really, really interesting to see that what could happen from this. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be getting a Primus from Haslab or anything, but at least like third-party companies, if they want to create some stuff that could clip on and attach to Unicron, you could kind of get something really going on here. But I'm talking more right now about just, hey guys, make an upgrade kit, give us the rings, give us a new stand that could work with this, give us the rings that could obviously work with this too. And then that way, with your robot mode now saw the kibble pieces and the shell pieces off of it, you just attach the rings that already came with the figure on it. You have a beautiful robot mode, and then you have a beautiful alt mode on the side, and it's taking this huge amount of space now because now you got both modes on display. But this is amazing. I'm actually quite excited and happy about this. People were trying to paint this as a negative, that, oh my God, look at it, it's a shell former, ugh, yuck, I don't like it. You know what? I get it. There's a lot of people that don't want this to succeed. They don't want this to be good. They didn't get it in some cases. I'm not trying to pick on you, but I get it that you're unhappy about it. But for me, all I know is now I got 2 toys for the price of 1, and I could finally have both of them on display, and it's going to look glorious. So let's see some third-party guys step up to the plate, make some rings, make a stand. I know one of the guys in my Discord, General Techno, he even said, like, hey, go one step further, have the base that will be custom made to hold up the planet mode, have it be like a battery pack or something, like the stand and the base, and then have the rings have little LEDs in them, and then you could have like the light up rings from the Ring of Unicron, like at the beginning of the 86 movie where they lit up after he ate the planet Lithin. So like, I mean, that's awesome. Or Linthos, however you want to pronounce it. Oh man, this is cool. This is cool. I'm very excited about this. That makes me very happy because now one of the biggest problems that I had was which mode is now taken care of. I had the same problem with the Beast Wars Masterpiece stuff. Where, like with G1 Masterpiece, it's not much of an issue. Most people are going to want to have it in that robot mode. The car modes, while they're cool, you're not going to want to display it that way. But Beast Wars, there was so much character that was done with those characters with the alt modes and the cheetah mode or the ape mode and stuff like that with Primal and Cheetor, that it was very hard to decide which mode I wanted to have it displayed in. And I found myself double dipping on a lot of Masterpiece Beast Wars stuff just because of how much character there was there. Unicron in the 86 movie spent more time in planet mode than he did in robot mode. And that's where I had that same conflict, where there was so much character going on with that planet mode in the 86 movie that how could I just have it not displayed like that? But then you're selling short that huge robot mode. So this is good stuff. I'm excited. I'm happy. Let me know what you think about this. Do you want to see a third-party kit to make this happen? 2 toys in 1, yo. I'm happy. Let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to Unicron, and hopefully in a future stream, I'll have it on display and we could all talk about it.